Hi there, everyone. My name is Rabbit, and welcome to what I promised this time is truly the final episode of our 100% item guide and walkthrough for Legend of Legaia. In our previous episode, we had made it to the very end of the Biocastle, or Jugger Elm, as I like to cheekily call it. I showed you guys a little bit of what the evil medallion does look like when it is equipped on someone, but after we took a quick little glimpse of that, we ended up finally standing face to face with Court, who was fused with Juggernaut a little while ago, if you do recall, and things were not quite as I was hoping they would be. Like, we were expecting Court to maybe respond to Noah, yet he did not. So it was a little bit hard for Noah, I think, to face the fact that her brother is truly just not human right now, and he's just not able to relate to her in the way that she was kind of hoping for. But as for the fight specifically, it was honestly a bit underwhelming, fairly straightforward. Took us like, 9, 10, maybe 11 minutes to take him down. We used up that point card, so you guys finally got to see that item get put to use. It had been a while. Nothing too spectacular about it. Honestly, you just kind of use it like you would any other healing item, and then those points were applied in 9,999 damage increments. So that is it for our recap. The fight was honestly pretty fucking easy. I think Lapis as well as Berserker caused us more trouble, and for a few of you it sounds like Zane even gave you a harder time. So Court is not going to be a big deal. I mean, you can kind of be sloppy even like I was and still come out fairly victorious, and it'll end pretty fast. So we just kicked his ass, and now Noah is sort of staring in silence. I mean, I wouldn't honestly know what to say either. This is not a good outcome. And Tara kind of shares that sentiment that I'm expressing, because she does say, "Noah, I know how you must feel. We all did the best we could. Now the human world will return to normal. However, Hari did the best he could, but I think Noaru Valley is done for." Wait, what, Tara? The age of Seru, our era is over. This part always gets me, you guys. It's so sad. We are now just a part of the collective memory known as history. Wait, you guys, but we've been through so much together. Don't do this. It's a little sad, isn't it? Oh no, this can't be legit, you guys. No. No. Tara, don't leave me alone. Don't leave me. Noah, your parents were killed by Seru, yet you want to be with me, a Seru? Tara, that is not cool, because we had multiple conversations with her where it was established that Tara would always be by Noah's side. So I thought that this was a little ratchet for her to say this, because I, as Noah, would feel like, bitch, I understand if you're dying and you're just trying to make this a bit easier for me to accept, but what the fuck? You would think she would just say, like, Noah, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm dying, so... But, like, to be like, my kind killed your parents. Why would you love me? Tara, what the fuck? I wish I could bitch slap her, but cannot. And besides, you're not alone. You have Vaughn and Gala. Ozma, we have experienced life and death together. How can you leave me now? Gala, you were the one who was a dick about ra-seru in the first place, so if anyone deserves to lose their ra-seru, it would be you. Oh, Gala, has your dependence on me caused you to forget your own abilities? I never understood the sass from these ra-seru, though. Like, you would think they'd be like, guys, I know, we're so sorry, we love you so much, but this is it. Yeah, Maida's kind of the only one who's got the right idea. Vaughn, your heart is so full of warmth. Maida, you always were the creepy ra-seru, though. He's always like, come on, everybody, pray harder. Touch me, Vaughn. Feel my warmth, Vaughn. Vaughn, can I feel yours? Anyway, they say thank you, Vaughn. Thank you, Noah. Thank you, Gala. Together, we humans and Seru were stronger even than ancient Teague himself. We are now heading beyond the twilight, but do not forget this. Humans and Seru are both born of Teague and are one. They have lived through the same era. It is time for humans to create their own futures. But this feels so incomplete. We can't just end like this. There has to be more to us parting ways, you guys. The first time I saw all of this happen, oh my gosh. This is the last of our Seru powers. So collectively they come together. And for what? What will they do? I guess we'll see. But real talk, the first time I saw this, when I was just a little rabbit tot, I fucking cried. I was so upset, mostly for Noah, because Tara was genuinely all she kind of had. And then, you know, I get where Ozma's kind of coming from. Gala was a bit of a sass mouth when he and Ozma first became a unit. And, you know, Maida's parting words with us were hopeful, right? He was just like, oh, Vaughn, you're still so hopeful, still so kind. You still have all that love just bursting from within you. But Tara, I cannot accept Tara's words. Oh, my God. But hey, look at that zoom in on our number one bae. So yes, you guys can tell with their last bit of power, our ra-seru were able to kind of restore life to Rim Elm and remove what was kind of the aftermath of destroying Juggernaut. Because honestly, Rim Elm would have had the same fate as Conquerim, which would not have been good, but either way, let us read through everything. Thus did the brave deeds of our three heroes defeat Juggernaut, who had engulfed Rim Elm, and brought to humankind a new world of true peace, completely free of mist. Children of Rim Elm, be proud of Vaughn, whose home is our village. Oh, such hopeful, happy music. Something good had to come from all of this. Be careful. Oh, Nene's so cute. Too bad the sequel didn't, follow Nene's adventures. And hey, it's Dr. Usha! Oh, no, how unfortunate. What a terrible blunder. I have a Soren take me all the way here, only to find that the biggest hero, Vaughn, is about to leave. Who is this person? So it doesn't really matter what you say. I mean, don't be a dick, though. I would highly recommend choosing the first option, which is Dr. Usha, a brilliant scientist. Correct. I am Usha, veritable warehouse of knowledge. This is how I'm going to introduce myself, you guys. Well, never mind that. Vaughn, I want you to tell me why you are leaving. So, here is kind of that point that I was referencing 2 episodes ago where I said, this game technically has multiple outcomes, and I'm saying this in air quotes because the ending is virtually the same, but kind of how the events unfold, it does change it up a little bit. So we're just gonna kind of go through each of these options. I'll kind of cut the camera, do all of this shit over and over again. Yes, I am crazy, and yes, I will fight court multiple times just so you guys can see all the endings. So let's go ahead and see the first of these endings, which is to thank the people who helped me. Such a strong sense of obligation. That means I could have just awaited you at my lab. Yes, well, if those are your intentions, then it's fine with me. Here's what I'll do. I'm going to write a book about the life of our great liberator. I will remain in Rim Elm to gather material for my book until you return, Vaughn. Those two there, they must be your family, Vaughn? Indeed, indeed. Pardon me for disturbing your saying farewell to Vaughn. Tell me everything outside. I just imagine him saying, oh, what a character you are, Dr. Usha. Very well, I will tell you what you want to know. I won't wait to see you off, Vaughn, so take care, my son. I'm sure you'll be all right, but take care anyway. Good luck. Thanks, girlfriend. So yeah, then let's head on out. We will kind of get all of this going. If you want to, you can talk to people. So I'm going to come over here and see Maya. Vaughn, it's too bad about Songy, but I'm still grateful to you. Please give my regards to Master Zopu. Good luck. Let me worry about things here. So I also want to talk to May. Vaughn, I'll be honest with you. When I was inside Juggernaut, I felt your warmth, and I was certain that you would come save me. That's why I wasn't afraid. So please, Vaughn, come back as soon as you can, because I care for you. Be careful, Vaughn. I'll be waiting for you to return. So, oh yeah, basically everyone is rebuilding and we're trying to get things back to how it once was. If you want to, you can come over here and talk to Zalin. Good to see you again. It's me, Zalin, jeweler of Jeremy. Thank you for what you did for me, he says. My son Pepe and I are traveling the world together on a jewel buying trip. And here's Pepe. I'm learning the secrets of the jewelry business as we travel. Vaughn, if you ever need a wedding ring, I'll give you a good price. I'm thinking a wink wink was thrown in there. So yeah, basically, May is going to wait for us and all's good. We'll talk to douchebag Ixis, and he says, you're traveling when everyone else is busy rebuilding Rim Elm. You celebrity type. A hero's life is pretty good, eh, Vaughn? I'm just joking, Vaughn. Haha. Don't worry about Rim Elm. I'll take care of everyone. Go do what you have to do. I'll turn Rim Elm into the kind of place a hero like you won't be ashamed to call home. So he's not as salty as he used to be, but I still don't like Ixis at all. Ixis and my husband are such hard workers now. Ho hum, things are so peaceful around here, there's nothing to complain about anymore. Oh, Vaughn, I didn't know you were there, but isn't it amazing how much the world can change once it starts changing? Yes, indeed. Okay, I'm not talking to everybody. So, hey, it's the Disco King! I came all the way from Seoul to see Noah dance again, the greatest dancing queen ever. Such an instinct for dancing, such shining talent. And you tell me Noah is already gone? Oh, how lamentable. Oh, the despair. But after living in the big city for so long, I find this simple village refreshing. So I've decided to start a new life here. I'll teach the villagers all the hottest dances. So yeah, because there are no Seru or Miss, like everyone's pretty much free to do what the fuck they want to do. So you can talk to your dad, Usha, and all of them if you really want to. But I want to kind of run over, fucking get out of my way. I want to run over here and see Tetsu. It's been a month already, how time flies. Vaughn, you are an excellent student. I'm proud to have taught you the martial arts of Byron. I'll be praying for your safe journey. So yeah, we are going to head on out of here. I guess you can see the village elder if you want to. I'm trying to showcase as much as possible for these endings, which is why I thought it might be better to go ahead and cut everything out from our last video, or I shouldn't say cut out, but cut the last episode in this one. Vaughn, when you were young, I used to tell you all about what the world was like before the mist came, but now you know far more about the outside world than I do. I've got a new lease on life now, though, so I'm going to learn as much as I can. Great. Maybe I can't actually see the elder. Hey, it's a Soren guy. Look, tease. Good to see you again, Vaughn. I brought Dr. Usha here. You may have heard already, but the Seru are gradually losing their power. Soon the Soren Seru wings will also become useless. So you can say, will you be all right, or so we won't be able to fly together. I'm just going to ask, will you be all right? I feel like that demonstrates a bit more concern for his well-being. I appreciate your concern, but don't worry. Our elder and the rest of the Soren have made an important decision. We've decided to live on the surface as ordinary humans. My younger brother, Grantes, will have much to teach us about how to live as surface dwellers. I always thought it was weird that they were considered different races anyway. Truly, the only difference between them was that the Soren had Seru wings, but they weren't, it didn't seem anyway like they were different in terms of their capabilities. And oh, here's the elder. My mistake, guys. So if we run up as though we're trying to exit, he says, hello, Vaughn, so you are ready to leave? Well, I have something to ask you. After the village was rescued from Juggernaut and Noah left the village, Noah was carrying a baby, wasn't she? Noah refused to tell me who the baby was, but that was her brother Court, wasn't it? So yes, you guys, with the last power of our wonderful ra-seru, not only did they restore life and kind of backpedal all of the negative events that had transpired here at Rim Elm regarding Juggernaut's, I guess you could say, possession of the land, but he was able, or I shouldn't say he, they were able to revert Court to an infantile state so that he could kind of be reborn and live life anew. So anyway, I'm just going to say, yes, I think that was Court, as I suspected. Court, too, must have been reborn when we received new life from the ra-seru. I know that it was Court who brought the mist into the world, and I also know that Court is Noah's only blood relative. Noah must have been trying to leave with Court unnoticed. She must have decided to raise Court by herself. Noah is quite a young woman. That she fucking is. Vaughn, are you about to leave Rim Elm? Yeah, I'm ready to go. Have you said goodbye to everyone in Rim Elm? I mean, everyone that matters. Yes. Good luck to you. See the distant lands, the rich world for all humans. Vaughn. It's everyone. Vaughn, goodbye, Vaughn. We'll miss you. Good luck. Take care. We'll be waiting for you. Remember, this is your home. So yeah, I don't know where Gala, I think Gala just went back to the Byron Monastery. I can't recall, but for sure Noah took baby Court, and being the fucking amazing woman she is, she's gonna raise the man who caused all the problems and literally ripped everything from her and caused her to have to endure a path of pain and this journey through suffering and turmoil and loss, and she is going to take him and raise him on her own. But we're not ready for the credits because I want to show you guys all of the endings, so I'm going to pause it right here, and then I'll bring you back at the options and the dialogue tree with the elder. So, hey, but there's Noah with the baby. But okay, I'll see you guys in just a second, friends. Hey, friends, and welcome back to the dialogue tree here. So we just previously witnessed all of the events as they unfold if you select option number 1. So we are going to head on in to option number 2, which says to see the mystery world. Let's go ahead and peep what happens if we choose this. And you know what? I'm just going to take a second and say this one is actually my favorite out of all 4 dialogue choices, and you'll see why shortly. So anyway, Dr. Usha says, I see. Just what I would expect of you, Vaughn. You wish to see the fruits of your efforts. Yes, well, if those are your intentions, then it's fine with me. And then he's gonna kind of go through the same shit, blah, blah, blah. Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna write a book about the life of our great liberator. I remain in Rim Elm, yada, yada, blah, blah. Those 2 there, they must be your family. No fucking shit. So pardon me for disturbing your farewell. Then he wants to be told everything outside. So get lost. Then Dad's like, what a character you are, Dr. Usha. Bark, 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 bark. And then they get the fuck out of here. Then Dad, of course, has to stop and be like, deuces, boy. Okay, bye, Dad. And then Sister's like, oh my God, Van, if you were my brother, I'd suck your dick. And then she's gone. Okay. So you'll see why this is my fave. So we want to come over here and talk to Maya, and she prompts you by saying, Vaughn, before you go talk to May. Oh, talk to May about what? So if we do run over here, you see her standing in the doorway as though she was waiting for us, and she says, Vaughn, so you want to see the world now that the mist is gone? I want to see the world too. I want to go with you. Take me with you. You guys, yes. That is correct. I'm sure you're already shouting if you're as excited as me and if you like May as much as I do, that we are going to get to journey with our sweet baby. So you can say no, but I don't know why you ever would. I'm going to say, hell yeah, girl, pack your shit up and let's go. To which she responds, oh, thank you. This is the day I've finally been waiting for, the day we get to travel together. I don't need to get ready. I'm ready to leave right now. Oh, May. So yeah, I'm a little bit into this ending. It's probably my favorite, and in that it feels the most canon and it seems the most realistic, but whatever. So Teehee, I'm so excited. I'll save all of my banter for when we're done talking to folks here. So we'll talk to Ixis, and he says, going on a trip with a woman? Vaughn, you heroes have it good. I'm just joking, Vaughn. Haha. Don't worry about Rim Elm. I'll take care of everyone. Go do what you have to do. I'll turn Rim Elm into the kind of place a hero like you won't be ashamed to call home. So Ixis is not being as much of a dick here, but I still hate him. If you talk to Mom, she says, Ixis and my husband are such hard workers now. Ho-hum, things are so peaceful. Oh, there's nothing to complain about. She's still surprised to see you, but it's amazing how much the world can change when it starts to change. No shit, woman. So yeah, I guess, whatever. We can talk to Dad. Vaughn, I was just talking with Dr. Usha. We were talking about how the ra-seru's amazing powers healed my legs, and how everyone in the village feels as if they've been reborn. The ra-seru have given us a new lease on life. It's a miracle we'll never stop talking about. And if you want, you can talk to Usha, who says, fascinating, a most fascinating story. Vaughn, Val is a wonderful father, and Nene is a wonderful sister. But Vaughn, your face says you want to ask me about the world outside the village. I mean, whatever, yes. My intuition was right as usual. Well, then I will make it brief. First of all, you do know that no more Seru will be created anymore, yes? Our good friends in Seoul are still experimenting, but it's no use. With Urume destroyed and the Serukai gone, no new Seru will ever appear again. What's more, the Seru already here are gradually losing their power. My calculations show that most of the Seru will die off in the next year or so. Oh, well, that sucks. Maybe some of them will live a little longer, though. We avoided the Seru in the Age of the Mist, but losing them completely is another matter. The Sorin, the flying carts, and others who relied on the Seru may return to the Stone Age. But Vaughn, I have faith in the human potential. The human race will never die out as long as we have people like you to carry on Teague's wishes. Whew, wish I had a lot to say. So I think with that out of the way, yo, Disco King, you still chillin'? So we'll talk to the elder, same shit. Hello, Vaughn, so are you ready to leave? Well, I have something to ask you, blah, blah, blah. Noah's carrying a baby. We're going to say the same thing. Yes, I think it was Court, and he has nothing new to say. Honestly, the last difference that's remaining for us to see is just with our parting from the town, like who's going to be standing by the gate. So, are you ready to leave Rim Elm? Fuck yes. Have you said goodbye to everyone? Hell yeah. Please let us go. So good luck to you. See the distant lands, blah, 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 blah. Vaughn. And there we go. Mom, Maya, is waiting right at the front to bid adieu to her daughter and her beau. So Vaughn, goodbye, Vaughn. We'll miss you. Good luck. Take care. We'll be waiting for you. Remember, this is your home. Oh, you guys, I love this ending. It just feels so good to see Vaughn finally get with May. This is what it should have been. I think she should have been recruitable. Let me not get into that again. I'm sure I'll probably say it again before we're done seeing all the endings. But this, to me, feels the most canon. This feels like if there was going to be one ending, this would be it. Noah takes Court and goes and does her own thing. It might have been more ideal for her to stay in Rim Elm instead of going off on her own, but whatever. I get it. Gala's doing whatever the fuck he wants to do. Maybe he's back at the Byron Monastery. I can't remember. We'll see it when it, plays all of the credits and the little clips. But, yeah, but I think Vaughn and May, they were destined to be together, right? Anyway, we'll go ahead and part ways here temporarily so that I can get everything back in order for us to see option number 3. So be right back, friends. Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to the dialogue tree. We are ready to see what option number 3 brings about. And this one says to tell Noah my true feelings. So I think you can already tell that if you select this one, basically it's set up to where Vaughn and Noah kind of developed a little something throughout the journey, which also makes sense. I noted to you guys back for option number 2. So option number 2 allowed us to be with May. So let me just fucking recap this, okay? So option number 1, you kind of go on your own, do your own thing. May's like, I'll wait for you, blah. Option number 2, you talk to May and she says, I want to go with you, blah. And then this time you're saying, I'm going to go tell Noah my true feelings. So I think you kind of already know where this one's going to go. So I'm just going to breeze through all this. It's going to be the same thing from these folks here. So don't mind me. I just don't want to read the same dialogue fucking 4 times. I'm sure you don't want to see all of that either. I'll try to show you the major changes. Okay. Nene. Bye, girl. All right. So I think you already know the first place I'm going to stop is going to be over here to see Maya. And she says, to be honest, I had hoped that you would marry May, Vaughn, but it's out of my hands. I hope everything works out well for the both of you. Good luck. Let me worry about things here. So even though that was kind of not a negative thing she said to us, you already can kind of tell that it's been very well established that over the last month since the events here with Juggernaut and the ra-seru helping everyone out, that Vaughn probably made it pretty clear, like, it's not really going anywhere with him and May. So if you run over here, I'm sure you can see this is Ixis's former house, and May is here. So if you talk to her, she's a little bit aloof, and she says, Vaughn, I have something to tell you. Vaughn, I'm engaged to marry Ixis. So, I mean, you can be kind of upset and say, you're what? But that would be unfair because it's obvious that you like Noah if you go down this path. So I think, don't be an asshole, just say, that's wonderful, congratulations. Oh, thank you, Vaughn. I'm glad you're happy for us. Vaughn, you love Noah, and you're going to tell her that, right? Maybe the four of us could have a double wedding. I'm so happy right now. Be careful, Vaughn. I'll be waiting for you to return. So yeah, this one kind of is bittersweet because Ixis has always been an asshole. So it doesn't really feel good that she chose him to marry. I almost would rather that she kind of end up with Gala, but I don't know if Gala's like the type to get any pussy. So anyway, if you talk to the mom, she says, oh, I'm just so happy now. Oh, Vaughn, I didn't know you were here. Did Ixis tell you the good news? Oh, I'm so happy. I just can't help sighing with joy. But isn't it amazing how much the world can change once it starts changing? Same old, same old. I don't know where the fuck Ixis is. Where is this douchebag? Honestly, I don't think it really benefits you to talk to him either way. He'd probably just be like, so I got the girl. But I mean, he didn't really. If Vaughn had wanted Noah, is that a fucking crab? I think I just noticed that thing was there. What? But yeah, if Vaughn had wanted May, he could have had her. Like, I don't know. I don't like Ixis. I would have probably slit his throat and, just blamed it on some ra-seru, but it's fine. So anyway, hello, Vaughn, blah, blah, blah. I'm ready to leave. Oh, God. Yes, she was carrying a baby. As I suspected, blah, blah, blah. We're just going to skip on through all of this. So this is my least favorite outcome. I mean, it's good in the sense that, like, in this way, Vaughn and Noah kind of become an item and are together, and you can kind of fill in the blanks, like they raise court, and, maybe they come back and live here together, and you guys have the double wedding with May and asshole Ixis, but it just still, this one doesn't feel as canon. This feels a little more fan fiction-y to me, pairing these two up, but, I mean, it's whatever. So we'll just say, yeah, we're ready to leave. Yeah, we said goodbye. Good luck to you, blah, blah, blah. Vaughn. Bye. Oh, and there you go. Ixis is with May, and I'm sure she feels a little bit bad. But this was prompted by Vaughn, right? So you can't really be upset. But as you see, like, right at the end there, right there at the gate, fucking Ixis is, like, holding on to May. I don't know. I personally like the idea of Vaughn ending up with May. I think May should have been recruitable, and if this ever got a remaster, I think having her in the team, even if it's like only something you can access after you reunite her with her mom, but I think May makes sense as a recruitable character personally. But, whatever. So again, we have one last outcome to kind of check out together. So let's go ahead and do that. Be right back. All right, friends, we are finally here, ready to see the last option that is here on the dialogue tree. So we're going to say to train at Byron Monastery, which is fucking random. I don't even know why this is an option, but it is. So yeah, blah, blah, blah. You didn't think your fighting skills were sufficient or whatever the fuck he said. I don't really care because pretty much everything else he says is the same. He just commented on the fact that, really, you're wanting to go train some more? Like, we're basically the heroes of the world, but, it's fine. This will allow us to, I guess, reconnect with Gala. I think Gala went back to Byron Monastery. We should see when, like, the end credits roll. That whole screen and all of those displays, I don't think change. I don't recall them changing anyway. So someone can correct me if you know for a fact that maybe one of the displays will change, but I really don't think so. So anyway, come talk to her. And Maya says again, well, something new. I plan on visiting Byron Monastery one of these days, so train hard. Good luck. Let me worry about things here, blah, blah, blah. Talk to her, and she says, Vaughn, is it true you're going to train at Byron Monastery and become a warrior monk? This is kind of bad, too, because I don't know if monks can marry, so May might want to, invest in a good vibrator if she's not marrying Ixis in this, plane of existence. So, yes. Oh, but you'll come back, right? You'll come back to Rim Elm, won't you? That's okay. You don't have to answer. I'll be waiting here for you to return. After all, I'm used to waiting. Be careful, Vaughn. I'll be waiting for you to return. So although I don't care that much for this ending, because it just feels like they wanted to throw in multiple, I guess, choices, this one is okay. I still think number 3 is the worst, where May ends up with Ixis, and then you go to confess your love to Noah, and eventually marry her. So I hate that one the most. This one I also dislike, my favorite is by far where you and May go to see the world. And then second is probably you just kind of going to thank everyone, because maybe it's implied. I guess it's implied in this one too that you'll come back. But this one has that feeling of, it just doesn't seem quite as right to May. I don't know, it almost just feels like you're stringing her along here, whereas in the first option, you're not really stringing her along because you're basically just saying, I'm just going to go thank everybody and then I'll be back. Whereas here, it's like, I'm going to go train to be a monk. I don't know if I'll be back. I don't know if I can even marry you. I don't know. I don't like this one, but whatever. So Ixa says, and training at Byron, you sure are a serious guy. You'd better watch out or I'll take May for myself. I'm joking, Vaughn. Don't worry about Rimmel, blah, blah, blah. So in this one, like, it's, you know, it's possible that he'll end up with May. I don't know. If there's something that I need to criticize about the game, I don't know why they thought they needed to do this and throw all of these alleged options in here, because they really don't make a difference. So we'll just see the ending for this, and then I'll reload one last time so that we can see like the ending credits through my favorite ending, just in case there is a slight change. I don't want to like risk it and have this be the ending that we selected. So anyway, same shit. Are you ready to leave? Blah, blah, blah. Noah left with a baby. Jesus Christ. Elder, I cannot listen to this anymore. So, okay, we're going to skip through this. Noah's quite a young woman. Yes, she is. So Vaughn, are you about to leave Rim Elm? Yes. Have you said goodbye to everyone? Yes. Can I get out of here, please? Go see my boy Gala? Maybe Gala and Vaughn end up together in this ending. I don't know. I mean, I guess that works, too. I just think these last two feel super fan-fiction-y and aren't satisfying. Because, yeah, May and Maya aren't even here saying goodbye in this one. It's just sort of like, eh. This one just feels like you're a dick. I think this one makes Vaughn the asshole. Number 3 makes Ixis kind of seem like an asshole for taking May, but at the same time, like I said, it's okay because Vaughn's looking for Noah. I don't know. These last two don't suit me at all. But okay, we don't need to even see Vaughn running off again. We see that there's a bridge, so it's easier for us to get to Byron Monastery. The world is great. It's beautiful. We have one last time that I'm going to break you guys off for me, and then we're going to see the actual ending credits. And did we hit 100% item completion? We'll find out together. 1 second. Okay, my loves, we are finally here to actually undergo the ending that I want and see the credits with it. So we're going to select option number 2. I've been pretty thorough in my explanation as to why I like this one the most, but you choose whichever one you want. I've shown you pretty much how all of them differ. It's not by much. So let's go ahead and scroll through Usha's nonsense and his mild commentary on our choice. We'll do what we did last time. We will go and we'll talk to Maya and May so that, you know, May will end up joining us. And we'll kind of peace on out from there. We don't need to talk to anyone else. Yes, I know, dear sister. Get lost. All right, beloved viewers. We're going to come over here. Vaughn, before you go talk to May. Oh, yeah. So same thing we saw last time. Yeah, we're going to end up together. It's great. This is what I like. So she says, take me with you. And I say, hell yeah, girl. And we're going to get to travel together. She doesn't need to get ready because she's ready to go. Dude, she's been waiting for this for fucking ever. She's like been packed and waiting for the moment we would leave. So she's so excited. And we are also excited, I guess if you want to. Let's talk to Ixis. Going on a trip with a woman. Vaughn, your heroes have it good. I'm just joking. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, whatever. We can talk to Mom. Did we talk to her like this? Ixis and my husband are such hard workers. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so maybe we did. She's happy. Everyone's happy. Yay. Yay. This is great. I am definitely just scrolling through all of this. So I'm just going to say I don't know this time. Not necessarily because I cared about saying it, but that's what happened. If he says, if you don't want to talk about it, I understand. Just forget the whole thing. Court 2 must have been reborn once we received new life, blah, blah, blah. I know it was Court who brought the mist into the world, and I also know that Court is Noah's only blood relative. So everything else he says is the same. She left trying to be unnoticed, and she's deciding to raise Court by herself. Noah is quite a young woman. I love that that's consistent, regardless of what dialogue choice you go with. I mean, it goes without saying, Noah is incredible. Probably my favorite female character across all RPGs I've played. But even if she's not my number 1, she is in my personal top 5. So yeah, there we go. There's Maya saying goodbye to her dear daughter who's running off traveling with a man. And they're not even married. What's that all about? But it's okay. They know Vaughn will take good care of her. All right, friends. So after seeing all of those endings, quotes everywhere on that, let's finally scroll through the credits, and we will call this not only an episode, but a 100% item guide and walkthrough. Can you guys believe we're here? This is it. This is the end. We did it. It took us about 52 hours to see all of this, but damn, what a wonderful and rewarding 52 hours that has been. I almost feel like it went by too fast. But I'll save all of my parting words when we get there. Let's look at all these cute little scenes. So there's Noah. Again, we've already kind of seen this, but she's in Jeremy with Court. So yay. We know she's going to try to start life anew. I mean, she doesn't really have anywhere else to go. Concrum is fucked. I would have thought maybe she would want to stay in Rimmel, but I could get maybe wanting a bit of privacy and trying to have life as she was denied previously. So here we are at Byron Monastery. There's Zopu and 2 little monks, and Gala is there, so no pussy for him. I guess if Vaughn had opted to come here and train, he and Gala maybe would have become butt buddies. I don't know. That's totally cool though. I'm all right, I guess, with Gala and Vaughn ended up together. Just like it's okay if Noah and Vaughn end up together, but I kind of like the idea of us all just remaining friends and doing our own thing, which is why I think the ending with Vaughn and May just feels the best to me. But here we're getting a glimpse of Luctius bringing a fish home to his beloved Kara. Always loved that clip. It's so sweet. And it kind of wraps up their relationship. So we know that they are having their happy ending together. The only thing that would have been more satisfying is seeing Kara actually have a baby, but that's okay. So here we are at Ratayu, where shit went down, and Saryu is actually getting married, but it doesn't look like it's Eliza, who was the girl Noah swapped dresses with. Maybe it is Eliza. I don't think that's Eliza. Eliza had green hair, and this bitch has blonde. But it's still nice to see that Saryu is still a good man, and he's trying to, lead by example and live a noble life and take care of his town. So that's kind of cool. It brings that back around full circle. Also, we've got some closure with Ratayu. So let's keep going. We've had a lot of closure with a lot of different pieces. Like we saw Zalin and Pepe, like they came to Rim Elm. The Disco King left Seoul to move to Rim Elm also for some random reason. But we see Seoul here is still the hub of activity, as it should be. And it's bustling. It's cool to see Seoul's okay. I still think it's a little sad that Concrum is gone, and there's not really a chance for that to be rebuilt, but it almost makes you wonder, why didn't our ra-seru try to allow Concrum to be reborn? But I guess if they had done that, then Rim Elm would have been gone, so maybe it's one of those, like, pick or choose kind of deals. But anyway, so we're here at Dr. Usha's lab. I mean, they're still just being kooky scientists. We know Dr. Usha's in Rim Elm waiting on Vaughn to return so that he can write his book, but looks like Mrs. Usha is taking care of things okay. So you can't be mad about that. That's pretty good. Seeing that they're all right. To comment on the music, because I have to. I love this ending track. It's another one of my favorites from the OST. It's just so soothing, but it also feels a little sad. And it looks like they're still using ra-seru for these trains, but we heard that they were running out of steam, or at least that's what Luke Tease shared with us. So I'm sure there will be a point where they can no longer rely on these guys. But maybe they can for a while longer, who knows. But since Nawaru Valley is sort of donezo, I mean, it kind of makes sense that all the ra-seru will go away. But the Soren have still got it, at least for now. They should probably leave the mountaintop and the Soren camp before their wings stop working, because if they don't, they're fucked. How will they get down if they cannot rely on their ra-seru wings? I don't see that ending well for them. But I guess maybe they'll just crawl down. Maybe technology will have advanced by that point so that something can be sent up to grab them. Who knows? But we are done with the little clips, so we can look through the casting and see the voice actors for everyone, which is cool. Love it, love it. I love that Che and was it Noah were the same character? Is that correct? That can't be correct, is it? Well, anyway, there was someone who doubled up. I guess you can see, you can pause it, right, and scroll back. Anyway, I always thought that was cool that you can kind of see like who played what and who was involved in what piece of the game. I still think it's a shame that this series was just left to sort of fade into obscurity. I know quite a few people aren't fond of Legaia 2 just because, from my understanding, it was presented and structured more as a spiritual successor than a true sequel. So I think that left a bitter taste in a lot of people's mouths, kind of like with Jade Cocoon 2 versus Jade Cocoon's Story of the Tamamayu, where they share some similarities regarding like the world and maybe like combat loosely is related, but it doesn't feel like a true sequel, or at least that's what I've heard. I've never finished Legaia 2. I've played little bits and pieces of it, and I've seen bits and pieces of it. So I know a bit about it, but if I ever played it for the channel, I would definitely count it as a blind series, because I couldn't tell you anything outside of I know what the main protagonist looks like. I know what a couple people look like, and maybe one or two people's names, but that's as far as it goes. So with all that being said, I guess now I can kind of transition into my parting words with you. We do still need to wait until it hits the end so we can see that 100% ranking. We worked our butts off, so we're gonna wait and see that, because it's gonna feel so good when it tallies up that we found everything in this fucking game, and we genuinely did everything. There's nothing that we missed. We did all of the bullshit with fishing. We did everything at the Muscle Dome. We fucking did Lapis in 2 different ways. Like, is that dude's last name really Colin? Chris Colin? I'm sorry. I shouldn't make fun of him. How old are you, Rabbit? What, like 12? Anyhow, so as for kind of like pre-parting words, I just want to take some time to make sure that I thank you guys for watching. I don't know, I just love this game so very much. And yeah, like I was starting to say just a minute ago about the series and the IP being allowed to fade into obscurity, it kind of makes me sad, because I do think this game has a lot to offer. I think regardless of whether you like all components of it, I think you have to still acknowledge that the combat was so cool and so innovative for its time. It really stood out from the other traditional turn-based methods of combat delivery that other RPGs kind of had going on. So I think that's something that sets Legend of Legaia apart. And then on top of that, the soundtrack is so breathtakingly beautiful. I think this game just sadly didn't receive the support it really needed. I think Legaia 2, I can't comment since I didn't play it, you know, so I can't say that I personally dislike Legaia 2, but it seems to me from what I've heard and what I've read that it just was not handled right, and maybe if they had issued a true sequel or done some sort of like spin-off and made it clear that it was just more of a spiritual successor, perhaps the IP would have seen more success over the last several years. So I'm still holding out that maybe someday we'll see possibly a remaster. I think if a game ever deserved it, it would be this one. You know, I've proposed so many ideas and ways I think you could freshen this game up and kind of bring it into, you know, 2017 or 2020 or whenever we would see a remaster hit us and hit our consoles. But I think it deserves it at the very least. But, you know, who knows? Let's quickly just go ahead and hit the end. We want to see all of our stuff here, all of our stats. So we had 773 battles. Did I really run from one? Did I seriously? I don't recall ever fleeing from a fight, but I guess it's possible, huh? Anyhow, so it did take us 52 minutes and 52 hours. Who could beat this game in 52 minutes? Like, that would be some major hacks and exploits right there. But it took us 52 hours, 39 minutes, and 19 seconds. You can see like our maximum hits, maximum damage. The only reason Vaughn's maximum damage is that high is because I did have him equipped with that. Oh God, what was it called again? The Evo Medallion, yes. So I told you he kind of would occasionally string together like 12 arts. And Noah's is actually not accurate, so I had reloaded but there was a battle, or there was a fight where Noah got off like, I think she got off like 1100 damage. So, that's kind of weird. Or maybe, I don't know. I don't know how it's tracking maximum damage, but I know that Noah did more than 8,000. She did about, yeah, and I think we even saw together that she did 10,000 with the War God icon. So I don't know if it's just tracking raw damage and it's not using any multipliers. I have no idea. But Gala did like nothing compared to everyone else because he ended up being stuck as my support, which, sorry Gala, but that's how it goes. You can see how many times I let people die. Rest in peace, Noah. Life was hard for her in this playthrough. We see all the monsters that were defeated. We see that everyone learned their hyper arts. We see that everyone acquired all the magic, and the true menu piece that we want to hone in on is treasure. Check it out, bitches. 260 out of 260, 100% item guide and walkthrough. That's what I told you this would be, and that's exactly what I delivered. So I hope that you enjoyed everything here in gameplay, my friends. I just can't express to you how much I value and appreciate you sticking it out with me for 52 fucking hours. That is crazy dedication on your behalf, and I'm so honored that you chose to watch my particular Let's Play of this game. So, if this was your first exposure to the game, I hope that I did a sufficient job of presenting everything to you. If this is not your first rodeo with Legend of Legaia and you've played it multiple times, or you've seen other Let's Plays or walkthroughs of it, I hope you enjoyed seeing my spin on how to tackle certain bosses or what order to do certain things in. I just hope at the very least that I was able to bring something new to you regardless of which camp you're in, either as a newcomer of Legend of Legaia or as, a vet of this IP. So guys, with all that being said and done, we are officially finished with my walkthrough for Legend of Legaia. Again, I sincerely hope that you enjoyed this. I know that I had a blast, so thank you very much for all of your comments. Thank you very much for just watching me and tuning in and piping up on certain points and just experiencing my childhood again with me, because that's really what this is all about. So I won't drag this video on for too much longer. So with all that being said, my friends, I'm going to go ahead and call this officially the conclusion to our 100% item guide and walkthrough for Legend of Legaia. So I will see you guys at the forefront of future Let's Plays, future blind playthroughs, and future 100% item guides and walkthroughs. So take care until then, my friends. My name is Rabbit, and thanks for sticking it out with me for 52 hours. I'll see you all later. Take good care of yourselves.